you believe in something with all your heart.
I'm just gonna say a couple words to him and then Q. Hello? Q.
Hey, how you doing?
Q, how you doing, brother? So I'm just gonna say a couple of words, and then I'm gonna give you a little introduction, and then we just gonna speak about. All right.
Okay, no problem.
All right, cool. Let me know when you're ready. How many? 7 minutes? Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Ready? Now, this is the section of our show called the National Spotlight. It's when we put the spotlight on brands, businesses, entrepreneurs, you name it, we want you on the spotlight. But guess what? You got to be the best of the best, though. This week on the spotlight, we got Mr. Quilninious Randall, former basketball standout turned author. Q, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing fabulous, man. I'm growing up, man. We used to watch you ball in the Boston shootouts, do your thing, man. And now you're an author, man. So how'd you get into writing, man?
Actually, the fun thing is, since I was in middle school, I always was into writing. I have a story like some kids, and maybe not like most. But I was in a place where I was always put down academically. Even it was called, I was diagnosed with learning disability, so that put me in a very unique situation that defined motivation of people encouraging me pretty hard. But I always enjoyed writing because it was a no way expression next to me being able to paint and draw. And it just followed me all through my life. When I felt some type of need to express myself, if I couldn't do drawing, I did it writing a letter, a poem, or something.
Wow!
And being a kid that I raised with 5 kids, didn't have money. But Valentine's Day, people bought girls gifts on Valentine's Day during middle school.
Yep.
I wrote them a poem.
That's right. And you save a couple dollars, baby.
Exactly, man. You learn how to manage at a young age.
Absolutely.
But
go ahead.
No, but I had no idea. Like one day I was doing my sports clinics here in Boston, and I come from a storytelling family. Southern background, storytelling family. And telling stories is easy. And some kids in my program, one kid was 9 years old, but I had guys between the ages of 7 to like 16 who love hearing my stories. And out the mouth of babes, you got to listen, So they said, Coach, you tell such great stories, you need to write a book. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to think about that. And one day I went back home, I looked at my portfolio, in my closet. I had all these drawings I've been drawing my whole life, especially when I played abroad. Son told me to keep on drawing. And now I'm starting my own brand. And I have over 300 characters to select from, and multiple stories and poems I can just relate to.
Wow, what's your brand called? What's it called?
So it's called Papa Quill Stories.
Say it again.
Papa Quill Stories.
Papa Quill Stories.
Stories.
That's right.
Pretty much, I named after my father's father, who was a popular gentleman, a bishop in Philadelphia, and my dad died from cancer last year.
Oh man, my condolences in that.
Yeah. And before he passed, he talked about my stories. He read some of my stories, and he said, son, you have to get these books out. And while he was fighting, I was supporting with him, standing side by side. And when I told him, my first book, are you going to read it once it's done? And he didn't make it that far, but he's still here,
Absolutely.
So I'm just driven to really, expression is important to me. And the books, they're not just books, they're reflections of my life. And, I see myself as a walking, like a billboard of like encouragement.
Absolutely. So Q, question, man.
Yes.
Describe to me the thought process that goes into writing your focus is on children's book, right? What's the thought process that goes into that?
Well, it's like I said, I work with kids my whole life. In the mental health field, I was a therapeutic mentor. I work with young adults with autism. So for me, my process is different from other people, I'm sure. My ideas come from anywhere and everywhere. I could be sitting in a lounge, at a bus stop. My thing is you have to be open, because I feel like the things that are meant for you will come to you if you're open and available to it. So
that's deep, right there.
Yeah. So sometimes I'll have a title or a theme, and sometimes I just write. My first story came to me in 15 minutes, and in 30 days I wrote 45 stories. So for me, it's like the flow is different. I feel like when it's your time and your season, things flow the way they need to flow, and you take advantage of that as long as you can. And I try to write with three, four stories a day.
So how many children's books have you written so far, like that's been published?
Well, I'm in the process of. I had a few issues with. I'm a graphic design major. I had some other artists work on things, so we had a few issues with some of the books. So my first book will actually be out next week. We'll be focusing on Amazon. It's called Martians, Trees, and 1-2-3s.
Martians, Trees, and 1-2-3.
1-2-3s.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is a simple book that teaches kids about count from 1 to 10. I have a son who's 2. I have another one who's turning 8. So for me, it's really trying to create something that I feel that I like my boys to look at or kids to look at, and the stories are so much deeper than what you think it is. It's like I tell people this all the time. My stories is to make you think about cooking or food. My son is 2. He never had my mom's sweet potato pie, so he can't recall sweet potato pie. But for me, as a grown man, it brings me back to being 5 years old, and that's why I like to bring stories to make you bring a certain memory or experience back to you that you enjoy, and that's how I look at my stories.
Absolutely. So, Q, what makes your book like different from all other books that's out there?
My thing is, right now, my books are somewhat traditional. I just have more black and brown figures in it. And I think for me, my children's books are really there's two sides to it. There's a side that's the tender side to the point where it's just a basic learning, but they have a deeper meaning to it. So my Martian trees and 1-2-3s, you see Martians, but they represent the chakras in your body. So you have the crown chakra, the throat chakra, and each Martian represents that. But then each Martian, for example, their name represents a chakra in the person's body. So right now we're teaching kids how to count. So you're opening their mind. Okay. Wow. When you teach kids how to feel, you're opening their heart. Okay. So each chakra, people won't understand it until I explain to them. Each chakra will make itself known due to the situation needed at that moment.
Absolutely. Yeah. So Q, how is it that we can our listeners can go out and support you and support your book and support what it is that you're doing?
Yeah. So we're actually on Amazon. We're on Amazon and Lulu.com.
Amazon.
So all you have to do is Amazon and Lulu.com. You just type in my name or type in Martians, Trees, and 1-2-3s. I'm sure I'm the only book you will find with that title. Absolutely. Also, I'm always looking for people to share input. I'm on Facebook at Papa Quill Stories on Facebook as well. Okay. Because I always want to get the people's ideas, what kind of books they want out there. Also, I try to give you opportunity to look at some of my to help me select which cover is best for my books as well. Got it. So I'm just starting out with my Facebook as well. So like I said, we're fairly new, but I'm starting to do some great things and help a lot of people as far as just express themselves.
Absolutely. Q, thank you so much, brother, for your time. Really appreciate you. Go out there and support it. All right? Thank you so much, Q. Have a good one, brother.
You too.
All right.